That was literally a beatdown. Yo ho ho, Don Mafia. Welcome to yet another edition of the Don Mafia Report. And I do want to kind of give a little shout out to all of you who love, littering my comment section when I put a ballsy title out there, like the Buffalo Bills are going to annihilate, destroy a team. I tell you what, first off, I get a bunch of, oh, Dan, you're going to jinx it, bro. Why do you always got to do that to us? And say that I'm wrong. I never hear the end of it. I absolutely never hear the end of it. So what I'm going to need each and every single one of you to do, type in a comment and say, Dan, you were absolutely right. Because there was nothing more of a demolishing that occurred in Orchard Park this past Sunday. The Buffalo Bills ended up going out there, making a statement, and showing that loss against Miami was an absolute fluke. I feel like that a fire was lit under our ass the second that we ended up going into the half against the Baltimore Ravens, and then we just never looked back. This offense is absolutely reeling. As always, with all my recap videos, what I'm going to do is really just list out things that I liked and things that, sort of upset me. But once again, this seems to be a trend so far this year. There have been very, very few things that have upset me, this past game especially. But right before we dive into that, though, I do need to give a giant shout out to today's sponsor, and that just so happens to be Prize Picks. Prize Picks is hands down the best player prop bet platform on the entire internet. I literally spend hours and hours before each and every single NFL Sunday trying to pick my perfect player bets to win me some easy money, baby. The best thing about it is that they are hooking up the Don Mafia. All you need to do is once you sign up, make sure you put in the code Don Mafia, and Prize Picks will match your initial deposit 100% all the way up to $100. So essentially, you're getting free money, and if you know what you're talking about, that turns into easy money. So whatever you're doing, stop this video right now and download Prize Picks. You will not be sorry. So yeah, Don Mafia, really what I ended up witnessing against the Pittsburgh Steelers this past Sunday is a complete team win. Once again, we end up seeing our starters sat literally by the second offensive drive into the third. The Buffalo Bills were firing on all cylinders. Shout outs, you need to go on ahead and you need to shout out Josh Allen. This man literally ended up leading the league in basically every single quarterback statistic, and he only played a single half and one drive into the second half. This guy was absolutely reeling. He was the quarterback that we know and love, and it just goes to show you how much of a fluke it was against Miami during week 3. This kid literally so far has been worth every single penny. It certainly helped out a lot that Gabe Davis had the game of his life, right? I'm still absolutely drooling over that initial play on that drive. 98-yard touchdown pass, and then just to add another 67 yards with another touchdown pass afterwards. I feel like a lot of us were excited when we saw him literally grown man disrespect that DB on the Steelers, rip that ball off just to make another touchdown by itself. This is what we've been waiting for. I feel like that he hasn't been himself since he's been out injured for the past 2 games. I feel like that he has been playing injured, but last week has demonstrated that he is absolutely back with a vengeance and is out there playing 100%, and it absolutely looks amazing. When you see that Gabe Davis and Stephon Diggs both go for over 100 yards, those two are still the pinnacle rate of our offense, and thank God they are here, and I hope that we have nothing but health moving forward. Second shout out, have to go on ahead and show some love to Khalil Shakir. Have to. This guy, right? I was reading tweets after tweet after tweet when somebody said that the NFL really let the Buffalo Bills get Shakir in the 5th round. This guy, and please let me know if you disagree with me, but even when McKenzie does come back and Crowder does come back, Shakir has showed me enough based off of his first performance that man deserves to be in the slot. He's been slept on for the longest time. Maybe it's because he was in a smaller school, but he is an absolute animal, and he is already contributing right to this offense by himself. I just literally look back, and the most notable play I saw is when he jumped up and picked that ball out of the sky when Josh Allen threw it into triple coverage. That right there was literally Josh Allen being like, okay, I'm going to put this up there, and you make the play. he trusted him that much as a rookie. Shakir absolutely deserves to be starting out of the slot for the remainder of the season, and I am so glad that Brandon Beane knows how to draft. Super happy that James Cook finally ended up getting that monkey off of his back by ripping off a 24-yard run, something that we have been waiting for a long time, because our running game, really outside of Devin Singletary, I feel like Devin Singletary needs some props. I feel like that I've given him a lot of hell throughout the past couple of seasons, but I mean, he's been having a great year, but we needed Cook and sort of get that first touchdown out of the way, and so I'm hoping that he can continue that exact same momentum throughout the season. Defense did absolutely incredible. I mean, literally, you hold a team to 3 points, especially with how hurt and run down our secondary has been. It is absolutely just mind-boggling how much a system that Frazier and McDermott can put in place and be like, damn, it doesn't matter who's starting in the secondary. The scheme is just completely unmatched. Love that Elam ended up getting his first pick. He's been a sleeping hero this entire season, quietly being very effective, and literally just absolutely thrilled with what our secondary has been able to do with everything considered. We didn't have Poyer out there. Trey, as we all know, still isn't out there. More than likely, we're not going to see Trey until after the bye week, but from what I'm seeing, Dane Jackson and Elam on the outside are holding it down. Same with Taron Johnson. And so Hamlin seems to be filling in his spot just fine as well. So once we get Poyer back, our defense, I'm not even really concerned about that. As far as like anything that upset me about that game, I really don't have a single thing. And I'm not trying to be biased at all, but it's just the facts. You look at the way that we came out there and absolutely just dominated the Steelers. Don't let their record fool you. Their defense is very good, and we ended up putting down a beatdown on them. Josh Allen legitimately embarrassed them. Embarrassed one of the best secondaries, one of the best defensive lines, even without TJ Watt, and against probably one of the best defensive-minded coaches in the NFL. We can be nothing but proud of what this team has, and let's hope that we can carry this momentum going into the Chiefs this coming Sunday. So, Dom Mafia, this week's going to be a little weird. My next couple of videos, you're going to notice that I am wearing the exact same thing, okay? No, I'm not gross like that. And so, however, I am filming 3 videos in a row right now because I am going to be out of town for the next 2 weeks. So, during my live game reaction on Sunday, I am going to be live from a cruise ship right in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. So super excited about that, but stay tuned. You're still getting content, but it's just going to be scheduled out throughout the remainder of the week. Dom Mafia, thank you so much for tuning in. And do me a favor, leave a comment. What are your thoughts on this game? It's always a pleasure. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. And before I let you go, you better always remember, let's go Buffalo.